Hello everyone. In this video, you will learn how to create the database, means the tables in your Django project. Because you have learned how to create the view, how to render the templates. So view, V and T is already done. So M is remaining guys because Django follows MVT architecture, right? So let's learn how to create the models in Python. So now to create the table, you would have executed the SQL queries, right? Create a table, table name, inside that column name, data type. So we no need to write the query in Django. Django will generate this query. So rather, instead of writing the query, we have to write the code something like this. Okay, we have to create the class. Django will map this class into SQL query and Django will create the table into your database. Still, if you are not understanding, not an issue. At the end of this video, you will become expert in creating the models in Django. Okay, so don't worry. Let's say you want to create this student table. So in Django, what you have to do? You have to write class student, means class name is student. This class name will act like a table name. Okay. About models.model, we'll discuss later, guys. Leave about it. Main topics we will cover. So next, how many columns you need? Name, age, city. So here you can check three variables I have declared: name, age, city. In name column, what type of data user can enter? Whenever you are creating columns inside your table, you might have written a varchar data type, varchar2, or int data type, float. So there you were declaring what type of data user can enter inside the column. In the same way, in Django, we call columns as a fields. So inside a name field, user can enter character type of data and maximum length should be 50. Okay. So name models.char field, inside this char field method is present, maximum length should be 50. So now inside age column, user can enter integer values. So this field, age field, I will declare as an integer field. Inside city column, user can enter characters. So city is also character field. Okay. So instead of writing the query, we will create the class like this. Django will create internally the SQL queries. Django will generate the SQL queries to create this table. How? Let's understand it, guys. Okay. So I want to create one table for my project. Which project? This my app project. For this project, I want to create one table. So where to create the table? See, Django is a framework which will give you complete structure, guys. So in URLs, we given the URL. In views, we gave the views. So in the same way, if you want to create model, go inside the models.py, which is present inside the app. So now, what is the name of your model? The name of the model is student. It should derive from models.model. Okay. What is the first column? It should be name. Give everything, all the columns names in lowercase. Python is case sensitive, so case matters, guys. Okay. So name is equal to models.char field. So this is my character field. Okay. So as of now, we will just mention maximum length should be 50. Okay. Next, we will create age. So we will just write models.integer field for age. It is suggesting, so we'll just accept this integer field. Okay. We will not pass any parameter here. Next, what else you need? City also you need, right? So city is equal to models.char field and maximum length should be 50 we will give. Maximum length is 50. Okay. So now we have written the code to create the table into our database. Now how Django will generate the query? Very simple it is, guys. Let's say if you would have deleted the terminal, just take the new terminal. Okay. First step is you have to activate the virtual environments. Okay. Then change the directory to your project practice. And then next step you have to follow. So what we have done, we have created this model inside models.py of app. So this document you will be getting where all the steps will be present. Okay. So inside my app, we have created models.py, and inside that we have written this code. So in the description, you will be getting this complete document, what in all the queries we are going to execute in this video, plus the presentation which I have used to explain the concept. Everything you will be getting inside the description. Okay, so you no need to write it in the notebooks. Okay, don't do that labor work, guys. So now the first step is completed. Inside my app, we were having models.py. We have written the code to create the table. So second step is you have to run this command, pymanage.py make migrations. So make migrations command will actually generate the SQL queries. It will generate the SQL queries. It won't execute it. Really? Let's see it. I will paste that command and I will hit enter here. So you can see migrations we have performed. Sorry, migrations we haven't performed. We have executed make migration command. So it has generated internally one query to create this table. If you wanted to check that query, I'll just clear this terminal. See, next command I have given this. You have to just execute this command. Okay, I will just copy half of this. I will paste it here. Python, I am a Mac user, so I should write Python 3. Otherwise, I will be getting an error. Python 3 manage.py SQL migrate. So I wanted to check which query Django has generated to create this table. Okay. What is your app name? Inside which app you created this table? Models, right? So mention my app. Okay. Mention my app. So when we executed Python 3 manage.py make migrations, actually we got one migration number. Okay. So if you wanted to check that migration number, see here it is 0001. So that migration number we will write 0001 and we'll hit enter. So you can check this is the query which Django has created internally to create this table. Are you understanding? We no need to write this query. Constraint, data types, everything is decided by the Django. And by default, Django is using SQLite database. Okay. So I'll just close this. Now, let's say if you wanted to deal with this particular table, if you want to insert the rows, if you want to delete the rows, update the rows, from the interactive mode, how we can do it? Let's check it out. Okay. So first we'll create that table, guys. I'll just make it in lowercase. Only queries got generated internally. We haven't executed it. So when you write Python 3 manage.py migrate. So what is the meaning of migrate? Migrate means at the time of make migrations, what in all the query we have generated, you execute them and create the table. So you can check these many tables it has created. Why? Because these are the tables Django is providing to us. Okay. We have not created. So first time if you are executing this migrate command, you will be getting all the table creations like this. Okay. So you can check one table, this one, which we have created. This is the ID for our table. Okay. Inside my app. Okay. Now table is ready. Really table is ready or not in the database? Let's check it out, guys. Once you create the table, now let's activate our interactive mode. So you have to execute this command. See, step by step, everything I have given. First, inside models.py, created the model, make migration. We checked what query Django has generated internally. Our app name is actually my app, right? So I'll just write it here, my app. And our migration number was 0001, correct? So if you write like this, Python will show you which SQL query it has generated. Now let's activate the interactive mode. I'll just paste it here, enter. So you can check interactive mode activated. So what are the models we have in this app, in my app? Let's import it. So we'll write from my app dot models. Which model you want to import? Student model. Because on student model, I wanted to perform the different commands, means update, delete. We are getting one error. Why? Import student model. Yeah. I'll just check it out. I'll just clear this. Okay, we can't clear here because we are inside the interactive mode. Okay. Mm, okay. Okay, such a silly mistake it is. Import only I have missed, guys. From my app dot models, what? Student what? Import, right? So we should write this command from my app dot models import student. S is in uppercase, so I'll just write student. I'll hit enter. See. From my app dot models, it has imported student. You no need to write two times this. Okay, one time is sufficient. I have just pressed up arrow. That's why I got it two times. Okay. So don't worry about it. So now we have imported. Next, I wanted to check how many columns I have inside this table. I want to check all the rows which are present inside the table. So you would have executed the query in your SQL like select everything from table name. So all the columns, all the rows you will get in the output. So in the similar way, we'll just go to the document. This is to add the new record. See, to fetch all records, if you want to fetch all the records, you can write student dot objects dot all. Okay. This is the variable which will store, which will refer all the records and you can print them. Okay. So currently we are using the interactive mode. So directly we can write it like this. Go inside the student model dot objects dot fetch retrieve all objects, because for classes you would have created objects, right? So each row is nothing but an object for Django. Your each row is object, guys. So now if I hit enter, see, this is empty because as of now in our table we don't have a single row as well. Now, if you want to insert the row, so I have given the query here, adding a new record. So what you have to do? Here I am creating one new object for the class. In Python, how we create the objects? First, we have to give the object name, let's say S1, student1. We are creating object for student class. So what is the value of name? So you have to give the value. This field name should match. Okay, case sensitive. The name is, I will write Priya. Next. Age is, here I will give the age as 33. Next, city is equal to, I'll just write it here as Pune. Okay, done. Next, S1 dot save, commit the changes. Okay, saved. So again we will write student dot objects dot fetch all the records. If I hit enter, you can check now one object is present into our table. Previously it was empty, right? Now one object is present into our table. What it is displaying? Object one it is displaying, right? If you wanted to display something else on this object, you have to override the dunder str method, guys. Okay. Whenever you try to print the objects, dunder str method will be called, right? So here, this str method I will call, okay, self will be the default parameter. And here I will write return self current object dot name of that object. So instead of printing object one, it will print the name of that object. Okay. So I'll just save the code now. We'll come back here. We'll execute the same code. Student. Now here immediately changes won't be reflected, guys. If I execute also, I will be getting object one only, because you have to exit this interactive mode. You have to restart it. Then changes will be applied. Okay, we'll check. We'll look into this. Now next what we will do, adding new record is done. We have added. Fetching all record is done. Fetching the single record. Okay, let's add one more record. S2 is equal to create one more object for student class where, or we can use simply this up arrow and we can change the values. Okay. Here instead of Pune, I'm going to give here as Mumbai. Next, age instead of 33, I'll give here as 23. Next, instead of name Priya, I'm going to give the name as Ankit. Okay, Ankit. That's all. So the variable name instead of S1, I'll change it to S2. This is my student 2, right? So one more row I'm inserting in my table means one more object I'm creating. So s2 dot save, commit the changes. Okay, next, again we will write the same command, objects dot all. Now you can check two objects are present, object 1 and object 2. So let's see how this str works, guys. I don't want to display object 1, object 2. Rather, it should display the name of this students, Priya and Ankit, it should display. So you can use exit method to exit the interactive mode. Yeah. So now once you exit, just clear your screen. Okay. So again, I want to go to this interactive mode, activate the interactive mode. So I will copy paste this command as it is, hit enter, done. So again, from my app dot models import, what you want to import? Student model. Okay. So now we will check, guys. We will write inside student model, student dot objects dot fetch all objects. Hit enter. Now you can check. I'm getting the name. So what this dunder str will do, whenever user wants to print the objects, on that objects, what to display? Name to display. If you tell name plus age also, it should display. So you can concatenate name and age both, guys. So you can use simple string formatting like this. Okay. So whatever the variable names you have, you just wrap it inside the curly brackets like this. Okay. And you can give one dash here and you can write self dot age. This column name should match. Okay. Now immediately changes won't be reflected. We have to exit our interactive mode and we have to check it out. So again, I will use exit, enter, will clear the screen. I will start Python shell. Okay. So from my app dot models import, which model? Student model. Okay. So again, I will write go inside the student dot objects dot all, fetch all the records. Now you can check Priya slash 33. So whatever you will give here, that will be displayed on your objects. I hope I am clear with this. Okay. So now next, adding new record is done, fetch all record, fetching the specific record. Okay. So for that purpose, we use get method. So I am telling, let's say you wanted to fetch student 1. Priya, you want to fetch. So you can use any variable name, S1 is equal to, go inside the student table. You have a multiple objects. Get only that object where name is equal to Priya. Where name is equal to Priya. If I hit enter and on the next line, if we tell print S1, print this S1, we'll hit enter. You can check Priya 33 I'm getting. Okay. So like that, you can fetch the specific record from the table. You might have executed the SQL query, select from student table where name is equal to Priya. So where name is equal to Priya is equivalent to this query. Okay. Okay. Next, filter the records based on a condition. So student dot objects filter age is equal to 22. Okay. So it will, I want to retrieve all the records where age is 22. So when we are working with multiple records, we can go with this. So here I am telling students. So I will write students is equal to, go inside the student object, sorry, student model dot objects dot filter. Okay, filter. Get all the objects where age is equal to, let's say 23. Now, how many objects are present where age is 23? Only one is present actually, right? So only one will be printed. So if I tell print students, students is referring towards it, right? That reference variable I will print. See, only one is present. Let's say total 10 students are there whose age is 23. All the 10 students will be returned to you. Okay. Okay. So in the same way, we can update the records also. So to update the record, what you have to do is, first you have to get that object And then you have to tell reference variable dot name equal to Ankit. And then you have to save it. How it works, let's understand. Look here, everyone. So as of now, these objects we have Priya 33, Ankit 23. Correct? So now I will write it here. Some student S2 I will take is equal to go inside the student dot objects dot get. Get the object where name is equal to, I will write it here, Priya. Okay. So it will target that object. Now I am telling S2 dot update the name of Priya from Priya to, I'll just write it here, Shanaya, like this. Okay. Next, S2 dot save it. So it will save also. Now again, if you write student dot objects dot all, hit enter. Now you can check the name is Shanaya, not Priya. Got it? So if you think carefully, guys, like this, if we update a single values, like this, if we delete the single values, retrieve, it's very difficult to use this interactive mode. Isn't it difficult? One small mistake done. Again, you have to start the interactive mode. One more delete command is also there. You have to first fetch the data and then you can delete it. Let's delete it, guys. I'll just write del is equal to, you can use any variable name. I'm telling go inside the student dot objects dot get target that object where name is equal to Shanaya. So it will target what I have did. Some syntax errors might be there. Okay, one more time I'll just execute. So del is equal to okay, let it be. So D is equal to, so I'm telling go inside the student dot objects dot get. So get wherever name is equal to Shanaya. Okay, one more time I'll just re-execute. Yeah. So now I will write D dot delete it. Done. So Shanaya got deleted, guys. Student 1 got deleted. Really? Yes. If you wanted to check, just write student dot objects dot all. So you can check now you have only Ankit. Shanaya is not there. So first we have inserted the value, we updated, deleted, and so on. But it's very difficult to use the interactive mode. So that's why Python will provide you the ready-made user interface where you can easily interact with these databases. So let's see how to get that user interface. Okay. So I'll just exit this interactive mode. Okay. We'll just clear this everything. Now we will start our server. Before starting the server, we will create one super user. Because here, if you carefully observe inside our project, inside urls.py, we have this admin path. So what this admin path does, let's see. Actually, if you run the project, you don't run. First, you just observe. I will run and I will show you where we can log in. Okay, let it be manually only. I'll just type the command. Python 3 manage.py run server. Okay. So now if I enter admin slash, let's see what will happen. Okay, I'll just go back here. I'll refresh it. I will change the path to admin slash. So you can see I got one Django administrator, correct? Okay. Okay. So I have started the server. Now I'll just go back here. You can check I have added admin slash. See, you know, if we add, what was our URLs? I forget. If I go to the project, this is our project. Inside that root URLs we have here. If we enter hello slash, about slash, app slash. So 3 different URLs we have. But if I enter admin slash, then what will happen? See, you will be getting the Django administrator like this. Admin slash enter. You will get it like this. But what is the username and password? Do we have any username password? No, we don't have it, guys. So let's create our super user account. Okay. So, I deleted the terminal. Let it be. I'll just activate the virtual environment one more time. You can press up arrow and go through the previous commands. Okay. Next, we'll just write cd practice. Okay. Next, you have to run this command. See, Python 3 manage.py create super user. There is no space. Python 3 manage.py create the super user. What should be the username? The username should be Priya. Okay. Email address I don't want to enter. Password, I will write the password as Priya only. Enter. Type the password again, Priya only. Enter. So it is telling it is too similar. I am telling bypass it. Yes. You don't worry about my password. I want this weak password only. So press yes and enter. Yeah, super user created successfully. So we'll start the server, Python 3, manage.py, run server. Okay. So now if I go back and if I just refresh it, I will enter the username Priya and my password is also Priya only. I'll log in. So here I have logged in into my Django administration. By default, you will get this users table. But now if you carefully observe, guys, users table we have not created provided by Django only, correct? But we have created this student table, right? If you go to the models.py, what about the student table? We have created, right? So it's not displaying here. So for that purpose, you just need to the admin.py. You have to register your model here. So I will tell from dot import, or I'll just write models import. What is your model name? Student, right? How we were written in our interactive mode from my app.models import student. And after that, we started executing the queries, right? In the similar way, we will write here, first you import the student model, okay? And then we will register it. So to register, we have to make use of admin dot site dot register. What is your model name? Student. That's all. So now if I save this code, let me check. We'll save this code. Okay, so changes done. If I go back and just refresh it, can you check here? Student, we got it. By default, this S will be attached by your Django. Okay, our table name is student, not students. You can check here. Our table name in models.py, our table name is student, not students. So this S is attached by Django. So now very easily we can add, delete, update the tables. We no need to use that complex interactive mode. If I go to this student, see Ankit, only one record is present, right? So here we have an option add student. What is the name of the student? I will add Priya. Age of the student 25. City of the student I will enter Pune. Hit save. So see data got entered. You want to update Ankit to Ankit single. So just write Ankit single here. Click on save, data updated. You want to delete the record of Priya? Just click delete. Yes, I'm sure. Delete it. So isn't it very easy to perform your update delete operations by using this user interface provided by Django? Yes, it is easy, guys. So that's why we won't use this interactive mode to deal with this all queries. But if you want, of course, you can practice with this. As a developer, we should know about these things, guys. Okay. But instead of this complex queries, we have to write actually this queries only, right? Instead of writing this in the interactive mode, we got this user interface, Django administration provided by the Django. You just need to create the super user and log in. So in this video, we have created our first model. We have registered it. We created our super user and we perform the CRUD operation, create, read, update, and delete. Okay. So from the next video onwards, we will start storing the data here in the database. That data we will display into our template and all the CRUD operations. Instead of performing here like this, on front end, we will display all the buttons. Add item button, delete item button, update item button. So everything on front end we will display, guys. Okay, fine. So this is all about our today's video. These documents you will be getting in the description, guys. Thank you and have a good day to all. Thank you.